What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 472 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 4 of NGW, the place where the future stars of CMV are born, guys. And this is a pivotal card tonight, an action-packed show. As always, as in the main event, we are going to find out who is heading to the finals next week to take on Gary Reed, guys, to crown our next NGW champion. But kicking off the show, we have got the return of Hunter Blackburn in action as he takes on the Korean-born Park Sung-ho. Hunter Blackburn set to make Park Sung-ho meet nature's end tonight and humble him, as he said he will do to the entire NGW roster until General Manager Ken Donahue gives him what he wants, and that is a match one-on-one with Anthony Hunt. The two of them been going back and forth since NGW, the new season began. Hunter Blackburn humbled Anthony Hunt on the debut episode. Anthony Hunt 2 weeks ago tried to fire back, but things didn't end up going his way. It was a stalemate, security rushing the ring and pulling the two apart. But we know that Anthony Hunt is in action in that main event tonight, taking on J Money for the spot in the NGW Championship Finals next week. Tonight, guys, we've also got a matchup that is going to be colorful, I guess, to say the least. Certainly interesting when Ethan Z goes one-on-one with the Ultimate Montino. Not to mention great tag team action in our co-main event. Joey Diaz teams with Jaden Shadow to take on Mr. Extreme and Dylan Vincent. It has been confirmed by General Manager Ken Donahue that next week Joey Diaz and Dylan Vincent will meet one-on-one after what happened next week. The two of them getting into a verbal altercation in the ring, and then Joey Diaz taking it physical by kicking Dylan Vincent right where the sun don't shine. He will be your champion, Topher, and you will accept it. Park Sung-ho, a very experienced martial artist, owns his own dojo in South Korea, but in his CMV career has yet to find a victory, and I don't know that I'm so confident that's going to change tonight when he's up against the 300-plus pound, 6'6" Hunter Blackburn, and immediately what torque on that scoop slam. Yo, what up, Soul? Also tonight, no, that was a straight-up bitch slap by Hunter Blackburn, who now clobbers Park Sung-ho's chest in with that closed fist. Up next, I was going to say, guys, two men who debuted last week, Caleb Finch and Will Ford, will be going at one-on-one. Caleb Finch, we know, wasn't so lucky. He took that loss to Mixture Extreme, while Will Ford was able to defeat the Ultimate Montino. So it should be an interesting matchup between them up next, as right now Hunter Blackburn, guys, is just tearing Park Sung-ho apart. That's my dream. That's my dream, Soul, is for Josh Wolf to make NGW great again. We saw Hunter Blackburn just, good God, sent Park Sung-ho face first into the top turnbuckle, relentlessly stomping on his midsection, then goes for a lateral press, but Park Sung-ho shows some resiliency, guys. Sung-ho, as soon as the bell rang, got it taken to him. STO out of the corner, full head of steam. Finally, Park with a sign of life. Jawbreaker now closes in, tries to slap the thigh to Blackburn's face. And Park Sung-ho knows he has to use his quickness, the only advantage, I'd say, he has over Blackburn here. He's trying the best he can, but Park Sung-ho might be the next victim. He might be the next man to meet nature's end and be humbled. Nice trip up there. You go see him going for the ankle. We know that Park Sung-ho in the past has utilized that ankle lock. So trying to wear down Hunter Blackburn as much as he can before applying it, is what I'd have to assume he's doing here. Nah. Sorry. Audio Jr. wasn't used properly, okay? What a travesty. What absolute travesty. Who even is Case Hunt? What kind of name is that? Who names their child Case? Right now, though, guys, we're seeing Park Sung-ho do a great job of controlling Hunter Blackburn. As soon as I say that, things turn around. The alpha male water slide by this grizzly man, this beast. Oh, what up, GOAT? Just in time, because I think this matchup might be drawing to its end. Park Sung-ho is trying to keep his head above the water, but he is drifting into the deep end. Hunter Blackburn, back and forth they go, tit for tat. A little bit of a reversal fest ensuing. Nobody can properly apply this waist lock. Front headlock now being applied by Park Sung-ho as he rolls back and forth. A gator roll transitioned into a crossface, but apparently not going to keep it locked in and trying for the submission. Hunter Blackburn is reeling. Perhaps he underestimated Park Sung-ho, who certainly has the experience, but as I said before, in CMV has yet to find a victory. One of the oldest actively competing superstars, I think, in all of CMV is Sung-ho, guys, who, look at this now, is going to use his martial arts to try to battle back the man beast. Stiff kicks to the chest, lighten it up like the 4th of July, spinning soul kick to bring it all together. Surprised his foot didn't get lost in Hunter Blackburn's gut. There it is! Guys, Park Sung-ho has applied the ankle lock, and Hunter Blackburn is in serious jeopardy, but the big man does not look to stick around for very long, expertly escaping, and now a choke bomb. That just made Hunter Blackburn mad, and he's already absolutely terrifying in a normal state. Things are not going to end well for Park Sung-ho, who still continues to not give up, trying his best to stay with it. Russian leg sweep now. Hook of the leg. One. Just a 1 count, though. Park Sung-ho closes back in, looks for a punch to the side of the head, instead gets an elbow straight to the face by Hunter Blackburn. Now a punch to the gut. Blackburn looks to continue the assault, instead taking over the shoulder with that fireman's carry. Man, Park Sung-ho, I did not give him enough credit. Hunter Blackburn has only had 1 matchup so far here in CMV. A couple of weeks ago, he knocked off Fright Train. But it's looking like he has plans to go 2-0 and humble another superstar, Nature's End. 1, 2. Really? I did not expect that, but Park Sung-ho might have just dug his grave even deeper. No! Goes for Nature's End again. Instead, Park Sung-ho counters. Hunter Blackburn tried to finish when he had the upper hand, but now he's backed himself into a corner. Dave Meltzer is banned from CMV. Back body drop, straight stomp down onto the face by this absolute monster of a man coming from the wilderness. I can't believe I'm saying this, though, guys. Hunter Blackburn is on the verge of being defeated. Park Sung-ho is giving him a run for his money. What a snap Samoan drop that just changed the tone of this matchup in a split second, and now a second time. Hunter Blackburn with the alpha male water slide. Waste no time. Hunter right back on the attack, but Park Sung-ho fires off with the knee to the midsection, and look at that quickness. Trips Blackburn up, snaps that knee, trying to soften him up, trying to deal as much damage as he can before perhaps locking in that that ankle lock a second time. Rising Star Championship, NGW Championship defended here on NGW. But of course, in our main event, we find out who heads to the finals on next week's show, NGW number 5, to challenge Gary Reed. Nature's End again. 1, 2, 3, and that time it does it. Not an easy victory here for Hunter Blackburn, but a victory nonetheless in the end. As the Grizzly just stares down at Park Sung-ho, who lies motionless. Bateman, you sweet boy. You little cutie pie. Just in time to see Hunter Blackburn humble yet another NGW superstar. Remember what he said? He will humble the entire roster until he gets what he wants. A one-on-one match with Anthony Hunt. Sound guy messed it up a little bit here. As you get these highlights, there was the second Nature's End met. And Hunter Blackburn claims yet another victim. Who can stop this man beast? Hey, what up, Hellish? Glad to have you drop in, my friend. We get a for Blackburn, quick to the point, says, Donahue, give me Anthony Hunt or else. Another NGW superstar humbled by the man beast. But Bateman, where's that Marty Michaels Xander Slate match? That's got to be the finals. Come on. Flashy, you little sweet roll. Welcome. I haven't seen you in an NGW stream yet. The action continues tonight, though, guys. Touched on this one earlier. Two men who debuted last week's show set to square off, and this man, Caleb Finch, didn't exactly have a very ceremonious beginning. Took a quick loss to Mr. Extreme, so you know he wants to come back here and prove that that was just a fluke, that he was caught off guard. He's taking on Will Ford, though, who last week was very impressive in his victory over the Ultimate Motino. Of course, up next here, we have Ethan Z going up against the Ultimate Motino. Let's not forget that tag team matchup. Joey Diaz and Jaden Shadow take on Mr. Extreme and Dylan Vincent. In our main event, we find out who heads to the finals next week to take on Gary Reed to crown a new NGW champion. Yo, what up, Chase? Newcomer to NGW, soon to debut, Chase Matthews. Oh, did he announce the brackets? I didn't see that if he did. I don't know who Jason is, though. Yeah, Slate without his submission. Rip in peace. Yeah, Xander Slate is my call, Flashy. This isn't about CMV. The brackets I'm talking about with Bateman. It's not CMV. So don't worry about it. But here comes his opponent, a former MMA competitor with an impressive record, now looking to dominate in the wrestling scene. And as I said last week, a very impressive first showing by this kid as he forced the Ultimate Montito to tap out via a triangle, or a Hell's Gate as it's more commonly known in the wrestling world. Xander Slate, though, going to be repping CMV, baby. Hopefully he doesn't lose first round. I'd cry. So we're going to see, hopefully, a little bit more out of Caleb Fincher because we didn't get to really acquaint ourselves well with him last week. I'm not trying to throw dirt on him or anything, but Mr. Extreme kind of whooped his ass. We didn't get to see any, like, solid offense from Finch, but up against Will Ford, who's got that baby oil on deck, by the way. But here we go. Caleb Finch and Will Ford one-on-one. Two newcomers looking to prove themselves. And a straight knee to the face out of the gate. That's what I'm talking about, Finch. That's what I like to see. Now Will Ford going to charge him. Take it over with the fireman's carry. Overhand punch, collar and elbow tie-up. Transitioned outward to the armbar. Around the back by Ford. I got you. Oh, okay. Will Ford just tried to grapple Will Finch and he smacked him to the ground like, nah, bitch. Will Ford is I actually talked about it last week in his match. I mean, I don't know exactly what his division was, but I have to assume he was probably a featherweight in the MMA scene. He is a very small competitor. And we don't have a whole lot of cruiserweights in CMV. You know, coming to mind, you got Hayden, you've got Harvey Hastings, of course, who's very vocal about being a cruiserweight over on Fusion. And Caleb Finch, who's not a big man himself, but certainly bigger than Will Ford, seems to be bullying him a little bit. Will now watching as Caleb Finch brings himself to his feet on the apron, then a straight hook. And that's exactly what Finch does not want to do, is get into an exchange of fists with Mr. Ford. And most definitely does not want to allow him to lock in that triangle hold. The Hell's Gate, and that was devastating. I heard the crunch of Caleb Finch's neck from over here. I don't know exactly where I'm commentating from. I guess I'm in the crowd. They kind of just bring me in here blindfolded and sit me down. Keep your ears open, though, guys. Referee Perry White is already at the count of 7. It would be a shame if this matchup came to an end that way, but it does not. Caleb Finch ensures so. Throws Ford back in the ring, now goes for his feet. Instead catches it in. Zaguri. What agility on display by Will Ford. Impressive. That was now a mounted position. It rains down. The lefts stomp to the gut on the way out as well. That's just brutality on display. I don't even think there are rafters. There's bleachers here. Elbow to the side of the head. Irish whip now out onto the apron. Caleb Finch, what's he thinking? Charges for perhaps a shoulder thrust, something to knock Will Ford off the apron. Will Ford, though, counters. Now Will Ford into the ring. Snapmare, Caleb Finch down in a seated position, goes for the arm. Caleb cannot allow this to keep happening. Wants to fight out of that quickly, getting to his feet, using everything he has within him. Definitely impressed, I should say, with Finch. And this matchup so far, up over the shoulders, carried him like a little bibby, but then just stood there, drops down behind, and the chop block going to take Caleb down swiftly. Yo, what up, Average Gamer? Is that Jerry Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken? Also, if it is, a newcomer to NGW, soon to debut. Very excited about that. Oh, guys, Will Ford, we saw that last week, that spinning Oklahoma Stampede. So awesome looking. I love that move. Doesn't keep down Caleb Finch for long, though. Caleb Finch looks to shoot something off. Will Ford says, no way, Jose. Kick to the midsection. Caught, though, by Caleb. What a lariat that was. And now a big old elbow drop to the chest. Seems like Caleb Finch, for being a smaller guy, exhibits the likes of a superweight's moveset. Carries himself like he's some big bully. Certainly dominating Will Ford right now. Look at these relentless knees to the chest over and over again. Digging in. Right up under the pecs. Straight punch. Will Ford fires back, guys, but Caleb has got the advantage over him. Knife edge chop now. Irish whip rebounds. Oh, wait a minute. Where's Will Ford going? Will Ford says this matchup is not going the way I want it to. Forget you. But Caleb Finch is not having that. Caleb's going for Will Ford, but it was a trap. It was a trap employed by Will Ford, and Caleb Finch fell for it. Caleb Finch, being inexperienced as he is, fell for the trap by Will Ford, but now is able to regain control once again as this fight is going to spill up the ramp. And I think that Caleb Finch now has been overtaken by rage, fueled by his emotions right now after what Will Ford tried to pull right down the scale. On the steel of the ramp with a Meteora, Will Ford's plan is unfolding, but at a count of 5, can these two get back into the ring in time? No, capture suplex now. It's Will Ford who tastes the steel of the ramp off of his back, and Caleb Finch says, forget this, you want to get yourself counted out, be my guest. Back into the ring at a count of 7, guys. Can Will Ford get up in time? 8, can he make it? Can he make it? 9, yes he can. This fight will resume in the ring from behind. Caleb Finch took his eyes off the ball, and now he's going to pay for it. Russian leg sweep. Half camel clutch now. Locked in by the submission expert, the former MMA fighter. Caleb, though, finds a way to escape, gets back to his seat, only to take a kick to the midsection. Arm drag now, back and forth they go, tip-tap. Will Ford tried to play possum, tried to use mind games, but it's not exactly working out for him. Another capture suplex off the reversal there by Caleb Finch. And now Finch. What? Wow! Referee Perry White nearly got taken out there. What strength by Caleb Finch, surely. Finch has got to be a lot stronger than he looks. Just flinging Will Ford overhead with that belly to belly. But now Caleb Finch, guys, sees his opening, and now Caleb Finch is looking to seal the deal. Big waist-side slam. Center of the ring, and Will Ford might be done for. His mind game's going to come back to bite him. 1, 2, but just a 2 count. Caleb Finch can't seem to believe it. He thought for sure he had it in the bag there after that one. Now slowly and methodically brings Will Ford up to his seated position. Ford gets a second gust of wind. Can he bring it home? Walks right into a jawbreaker. Distance created. Finch fires it again. A third captured suplex in this matchup. What a classic this has turned out to be between these two rookies looking to prove themselves. And again, Will Ford treated like a small child as he's catapulted overhead with that belly to belly. Cracks his neck. Caleb Finch, man, how impressive is he after we didn't get to see anything out of him last week because Mr. Extreme swiftly put him down. But Will Ford says, I'm not done just yet. It ain't over just yet, baby. I still got something left in the tank. Oh, spinning reverse STO by Will Ford there. That's something I did not expect to come out of his arsenal. Double leg takedown. Caleb Finch with a bit of an MMA experience exhibited there. Swift kick to the back as if Will Ford was a soccer ball. Now hooks the leg, only gets a 2 count. Man, Will Ford, you got to appreciate the resiliency he's showcasing in this matchup against Caleb Finch, who's been... Wait a minute, what is this? What is this? Powerbomb! 1, 2, 3, and Will Ford, just like that, guys, picks up the win over Caleb Finch with a nasty powerbomb. Hunched over into the pin. What a comeback late into that one by Will Ford. He saw his opening. He knew he was in trouble. He knew it was his last-ditch effort to win. After playing mind games with Mr. Finch, in the end, Will Ford with that powerbomb right there, then hunched over into the pin. I did not see that coming, man. Caleb Finch was dominating Will Ford for the last 5 minutes or so. What a comeback by Ford. Can't tell if he's all sweaty or if that's just the baby oil. Either way, Will Ford is victorious, and something tells me things are not over between these two. All right, guys, now things are about to get, well, I think the only word that comes to mind is silly. Certainly colorful, though. Sorry, what the hell was that? Choked on air. But in the co-main event, we have got Joey Diaz and Jaden Shadow set to take on Mr. Extreme and Dylan Vincent. And in our main event, Jay Money and Anthony Hunt battle to see who will go on next week to take on Gary Reed in the finals, guys, of the NGW Championship Tournament. Next week, we will have a champion crowned. Right now, this matchup stems from a couple of weeks ago. These two were actually tag team partners, and it was Ethan Z's debut matchup, and Ultimate Motito kind of was pulling all the weight. It was pretty much akin to a handicap against the BG Body Boys, and in the end, Motito, even though he had a great effort, ended up succumbing to the teamwork of the BG Body Boys. Motito, obviously, and I think rightfully so, blamed the loss on Ethan Z and challenged him to a matchup, which Ethan Z gleefully accepted. Last week, Ethan Z was actually ringside, watched as Ultimate Motito was forced to submit at the hands of Will Ford, who, of course, we just saw get that win over at Caleb Finch. Hello, Chrissy. You weren't respecting the Midnight Truth. Yeah, Ethan Z definitely using up our NGW fireworks budget. Money for pyro going through the roof. But Ethan Z definitely is a guy who, quite honestly, I do not think belongs in a wrestling ring. He's so quick to gullible. He's so quick to trust people and just wants to have a good time. And I think that a lot of people are going to take advantage of that, like this man. Without a shadow of a doubt, the most flamboyant superstar we ever had here in CMV. Who else has the word sexy actually shaved into the back of their head? Motito is the first of what I see being many men to walk all over Ethan Z. Motito, don't let his flashiness fool you, though. This man has proven that he can go in the ring, yet to get a victory. But in his debut, the return episode of NGW, actually, he put on a great match with Ryan Riley. This is one of the most bizarre matches we've ever had in all of CMV, but it is a match we are getting here on NGW number 4. Ethan Z The Ultimate Motino. It has not. Your matchup is up next, Extreme. That tag match in our co-main event. This is the third matchup of the night, as Motino is going to overpower Ethan Z, very obviously. Not surprised at that at all. Will we get a clean break, though? We will. That is surprising to me. Holy shit, though. Ethan Z with a great DDT right there. You know what, Jeremy? You just have to accept it, my friend. You can't figure it out. There's no way to figure it out. You just have to sit back and experience it. Pulled into a front headlock as Motino, European uppercut, now an Irish rip. So I can't believe that Ethan Z is in control right now. On the rebound, chest bump between the two. Kick to the midsection to fire off. Over the shoulders with the fireman's carry, though, to counter by the Ultimate Motino, the sexy boy, the flamboyant one, who will ask anybody who walks up to him, who puts you on this earth? Hook to the jaw there by Ethan Z, showing off his maneuvers. Look at that footwork. Mamma mia! And a big old slobber knocker then to bring it all together. Got those moves, baby. No, Genesis is tomorrow. Fridays as normally scheduled. Straight knee drop from the second turnbuckle down onto the face of Motino, who writhes in agony while Ethan Z hammers his own head off the top turnbuckle. Don't think that's a good idea, Ethan. This Ethan. Z now showing off that he actually has some athletic ability. You know, in that tag match where he made his debut a couple of weeks ago, like I said, Motino was pulling all the way. He did all of the work. Ethan Z just pretty much stayed on the apron the entire time. And when he did get tagged in, the BG Body Boys just beat the holy hell out of him. What an axe kick! And then Ethan Z laughs at him. Motino not going to take that lying down. Now he's pissed. Oh, hey, Arnold, I didn't see you sneak in here, my friend. What up? It's Ethan Z, man. I have to admit, I am impressed with his performance so far. Head scissors takedown into the pin will only get him a 1 count. But a tweet right here, guys, from Will Ford says, no playing nice. I'm here to fight. Why would you expect me to just give up in the middle of a match? Not bright, dude. Springboard attempt, crossbody does not fully connect. Certainly delivered a little bit of damage just now. Ethan Z has got to be feeling good about himself. Cannot let that get to his head, though, especially against Motino. Stomped onto the back of the head, and Ethan Z going to take a page out of Will Ford's book, applying the triangle. This is exactly what Motino tapped out to last week, actually. Motino, luckily, this time is going to escape, and he cannot allow to let Ethan Z keep controlling him like this. Ethan Z now. Oh my God! Crossface by Ethan Z. Motino trying to get to the bottom rope. Oh, he's going to escape it. I guess trying to get the rope break was just a backup plan. Found a way to get out of it there. Now takes a deep breath, has to reevaluate the situation. No doubt he underestimated. Ethan Z saw it as a walk in the park, a clear path to his first victory. Forearm smash after Ethan Z missed that clothesline. Another forearm smash, misses the clothesline again to Z. Rebounds off the rope, spine buster. Will we get that pelvic thrust? Will we get it? There it is, oh baby. Ethan Z desperately looking for a refuge in the corner, but did not find it. And oh my God. What a debilitating knee that was by Motino, who looks to not waste time. Now the standing sea fire. The kiss goodnight by Ultimate Motino. Into the pin on Ethan Z. 1, 2, 3. And Ultimate Motino is victorious. That is the furthest thing from what I was expecting from that matchup. It actually was a good match, and all the props in the world to Ethan Z, who certainly blew my mind. I did not know he was actually so athletically gifted, but a great combination brought together in the end by Motito. That bicycle knee followed by the kiss goodnight. And Motito will taste his first victory here in NGW. As now I'm afraid to see what Motito is actually going to. Wait a minute! Down the ramp! That's Jeremy Baltimore! Jeremy Baltimore! A recent signing to NGW! The Ruthless Prodigy! Ambushing the Ultimate Motito! It started out well for him, but now Motito is firing back. Jeremy Baltimore apparently not waiting to get assigned a debut match. Wants to make an impact beforehand, but it might have been a mistake because Motito is looking to make this his night. Oh, but Jeremy Baltimore counters the kiss goodnight, and the Baltimore Barrage picks right back up, but a couple elbows to the side of the head. Motito just got his first win. He's riding that high. Hatch suplex nicely executed right there by Motito. Jeremy Baltimore with a stiff slap across the face. This is not going well. This plan is not coming to fruition, I'm sure, the way that Jeremy Baltimore planned for it to. The Ultimate Motito, like I said, has got to be feeling like he's standing on top of a mountain right now after getting that win. It looks to break Jeremy Baltimore's arm, perhaps end his career before it even starts. And now security is rushing the ring, guys, to try and separate these two because Baltimore, bring on more if he's got it. I am drenched in sweat right now. It was freezing this morning. Closed all the windows, and now I'm dying. Oh boy. But no doubt that was that has got to be the most interesting 10 experience in my time for CMV. Ultimate Motito defeats Ethan Z. Jeremy Baltimore, not wanting to wait for his first match to make a mark, tries to attack Motito, but does not go his way. Baltimore has got to be enraged right now while Motito was just standing there. Boy, got more, baby. The Baltimore Barrage. Tried it earlier, but unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for it to actually pick up. I would have liked security to allow them to keep going, though. I think that would be a terrible idea. I'd just be complaining the entire time on commentary. Where's Cody Rhodes? But I'm sure that Baltimore will be out for payback, as now it is time for our co-main event. Apparently, I'm getting reports that Jeremy Baltimore backstage is enraged that things did not go his way. I guess he saw him. I don't blame him for seeing Motito as the easy target to make an impact off of. But it was a mistake. And now Jeremy Baltimore, I'm sure, is going to be looking to correct that mistake. But we are into our co-main event now, guys, as here comes Joey Diaz. No doubt one of my favorites here in the new season of NGW. A man I can very well see being a big star in CMV one day. But this entire match is full of guys that I can see being in that very position. My name is Dashing DJ Yuri, Bateman. How did you not know that I love Cody Rhodes? Cyborg owns shares in CMV. He's not the actual owner, though. Him and Cole Savage, I think, have majority shares, so if that makes them owner, then yeah. But of course, this tag team matchup, as I announced earlier tonight, general manager of NGW, Ken Donahue, announced that next week on NGW number 5, we will get Joey Diaz, Dylan Vincent one-on-one. It's what happened last week that sprung that to life, because remember, in NGW number 2, it was a fatal 4-way elimination match. In the main event, Joey Diaz ended up eliminating all 3 other men. It came down to him and Dylan Vincent in the end. Afterwards, on Twitter, the 2 of them showed respect to each other. But then last week, Dylan Vincent actually called out Joey Diaz to meet him in the ring for a face-to-face, and things escalated quickly, with Joey Diaz getting tired of the talk and low-blowing Dylan Vincent, and then beating the hell out of him until security came down and pulled him away. I don't know of anybody who can't be a fan of Cody Rhodes. What just an absolutely amazing man. But Joey Diaz's chosen partner for tonight being none other than reborn Jaden Shadow. And actually, when this matchup was announced last week, these 4 men all were going at each other on Twitter. Certainly solidarity shown between both teams. Especially, it seems, Mr. Extreme and Dylan Vincent are getting along well. So there's our first team, Joey Diaz and Jaden Shadow. As here comes a man who last week certainly made his presence felt when he beat the holy hell out of Caleb Finch. Beat him in under, I think, 2 minutes. Mr. Extreme. And guys, I have also been informed by general manager Ken Donahue, next week is going to be a huge show for NGW. We know that we're going to crown the new NGW champion, Gary Reed, versus either Jay Money or Anthony Hunt. Who exactly, we find out up next in our main event tonight. We've also got Joey Diaz, Dylan Vincent confirmed. I've also been told the Rising Star title will be defended. New champion Nicholas Hemmerling, who won the title last week, defeating Zach Smith, will defend against the man who wins in this match on either team, either Jaden Shadow or Mr. Extreme. So if Joey Diaz and Jaden Shadow win, Jaden Shadow will get the shot at Nicholas Hemmerling. If Mr. Extreme and Dylan Vincent win, it'll be Mr. Extreme who gets the opportunity of a lifetime against Nicholas Hemmerling. I've also been told, guys, that next week we are also going to get Eddie Larson debuting, going one-on-one with Stevie Wizard. That's going to be an exciting matchup to see after what's happened the past couple of weeks between them and Cameron Harris, who I'm sure will in some way make an appearance. And last but not least, to bring this tag team matchup together, guys, it is Razor Blade Dylan Vincent, who, no doubt about it, has got a sore, I'm trying to be PG, but come on, a sore nutsack. I mean, Joey Diaz straight up punted him where the sun don't shine last week, and then took advantage of that and beat the crap out of him. Vincent has got to be pissed. Looking to get his hands on Diaz tonight, but we know he'll get him one-on-one next week. As it's going to be Joey Diaz and Mr. Extreme starting things off again. You got to remember that either Jaden Shadow or Mr. Extreme will be challenging Nicholas Hemmerling for the Rising Star title next week, depending on which team wins this matchup. But Mr. Extreme, knowing that full well, explodes out of the gate with a neckbreaker, spinning soul kick to follow through. I love Mr. Extreme, man. Irish whip to counter. Joey Diaz has him out on the apron. Jaden Shadow looking to get his hands dirty, but Diaz says, no, fam, I got it. Don't worry about it. Forearm smashes to the back, then follows through by a double knee backstabber. Yo, what up, Red Yoshi, my friend? Nice of you to drop by again here for NGW number 4. A big night of action already and still a lot to get to. That 630 splash did not fully connect, but it connected enough. Joey Diaz then fires off with a Snapdragon suplex right down onto the neck of Mr. Extreme. Welcome back, Goat. Knee to the side of the head, neck break. I forgot about that NGW command. Here you go, Yoshi, I got you. Joey Diaz continues to keep himself in control with a stiff kick to the lower back of Mr. Extreme. Now to the top rope. Diaz, a very athletic competitor. If you don't believe me, just look back a couple. What did you just point to? Maybe Victoria Extreme is in the front row saying, this is what I'm about to do to your husband. Botches that top rope offense, though, able to get the hot tag. It's Mr. Extreme to Dylan Vincent, who's got to love getting some hits in on Diaz right now. A high knee followed by 2 single leg high knees. Charges back in now. Trips up Dylan Vincent. Vincent, though, doing a very good job of defending himself, though. It looks like a couple of those punches may have gotten through for Diaz. Oh! What? That might be one of the best ripcord knee strikes I have ever seen. Dylan Vincent just got blasted into another dimension. Luckily, though, he snaps back too just in the nick of time to kick out. Fires off with a blow to the midsection. Now hunched over in pain. Dylan Vincent sees his opening. Irish whip to the corner. Razor blade looking to get his hands on his arch nemesis. Takes a step back, creates some distance. Shining Wizard Bulldog combination brought together to perfection. Dylan Vincent, no flies on him as he lines up the shot. Diaz to his feet, no idea what's inbound. Spinning reverse STO into the pin. Will that be enough, or can Jaden Shadow make the save? Jaden Shadow not even been legal yet. He does. Mr. Extreme not happy about that. Front headlock. Teamwork. Nope. Knee to the face. Now Mr. Extreme takes it from there. Tries for an inverted suplex, though. Countered by Jaden Shadow into a vertical suplex. Now Dylan Vincent gave Joey Diaz too much time. Neck breaker. Diaz shoots in, and we've seen this before. Oh, that gourd buster knee to the face, and Dylan Vincent is out like a light. Mr. Extreme is not there to save him. Are things over? No, they are not. Dylan Vincent digs down deep, pulls out whatever he can to get out of that one there. Joey Diaz, though, very confident about the way that things are going, brings Dylan Vincent back up to his feet. Forearm smash again. Ducks. Ooh, Pele kick sharply connecting to Vincent, who's got to be in La La Land. Right back up to his feet. Dylan Vincent shakes the cobwebs. Fireman's carry overhead. Mr. Extreme now back to his feet. If I'm Dylan Vincent, I want to get that tag real quick to my partner. Couple of kitchen sinks, though, for Joey Diaz. Now walks him out to the center of the ring for a Russian leg sweep. Knee brought up to the face. Joey Diaz having no quit on him. Like I said, I can see any one of these 4 men being a big deal on the main roster, any CMV show. But Joey Diaz, for some reason, has caught my eye. Another ripcord knee strike. That might be why this kid, now a stunner, or a revenge, it's more commonly referred to here in CMV. Dylan Vincent up over the shoulders. Joey Diaz quickly escapes, though. Reverse DDT to drop down. Will he make a tag to Jaden Shadow? Shadow still has not been legal. Is he going to get any action tonight? Or does Joey Diaz have plans to do this all on his own? Takes a deep breath. You can tell he's tired. Not been a long match, but it's been a very high impact matchup. Another ripcord knee strike, man. That's a third, and Dylan Vincent might not have a jaw left after this matchup. Finally, a tag made. Joey Diaz takes a breather while Jaden Shadow now looks to feed on the scraps that are left. Dylan Vincent has got to make a tag to Mr. Extreme right now, but apparently he has plans to do the exact opposite. Belly to belly right there by Vincent. Over the shoulders, tried to hit this on Joey Diaz, didn't exactly end well. Single knee gutbuster off the fireman's carry. Now Dylan Vincent turns to the fans, trying to feed off their energy, lets out a mighty roar to let them know he's okay. That is Perry White. He is the head official for NGW as well. Dedicating his time. He'll be on Genesis tomorrow too. Dylan Vincent now reverse DDT down onto the knee, and Razor Blade looks to wrap it up. Reverse STO. Joey Diaz distracting the referee though, and that is great teamwork, giving Jaden Shadow as much time as he can to kick out. 1, 2, but just a 2 count, and Joey Diaz's plan paying off there. Dylan Vincent raises his arm, looking around, telling Mr. Extreme, don't worry fam, I got this. Couple of clotheslines now, ducks. Oh, super kick. Jaden Shadow wants to get the hell out of Dodge, wants to make that hot tag to Diaz, but it's not going to happen. Elbow to the side of the head, creates some distance. Now Jaden reels him in. Front headlock. Oh, don't tell me he's about to do what I think he's about to do. No. The wins are not. Dylan Vincent caught up and right up 10th Street. Right up where the sun don't shine. Right up the old asshole. And that's gonna sting, but not as much as that. Spinning reverse STO again. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count, but boy, how close was that? Mr. Extreme attempts to dispatch of Joey Diaz, but it backfires on him big time, and now Dylan Vincent sees Joey Diaz trying for the tag, says, fam, not today, buddy. Irish Ripper to the corner, coming up from behind. Up top, guys, and Dylan Vincent has got to have something dastardly planned for Shadow. Shadow knows that. Elbow to the face now, takes the wrist. DDT! No. That was nasty. And now with Dylan Vincent having no idea where he is, a vicious spear drills him down. 1, 2, 3. Are you kidding me? We could touch on how Mr. Extreme just horribly botched making the save, but somehow Dylan Vincent kicked out of that. DDT followed by one of the nastiest looking spears I've probably ever seen. And now Perry White distracted on checking on Dylan Vincent. Did not see Jaden Shadow expose that turnbuckle, guys. And that is a great tactic, because now Dylan Vincent and Mr. Extreme cannot do tag team maneuvers together, because if they try to Irish whip one of their opponents into the corner, then they'll hit the steel. Did you see Dylan Vincent flip out of that? Director's cut. Dylan Vincent with that athleticism. Can Jaden Shadow make the tag? No, he cannot. Dylan Vincent might be suffering from a concussion right now as he just looks down at Jaden Shadow, wasting precious moments. He's got to make a tag to Extreme. It's academic at this point. Dylan Vincent cannot keep fighting this matchup on his own. Oh, no. Running high knee at a close range, guys. Vincent is completely out of it this time. Mr. Extreme goes the distance to make the save, taking out Perry White in the process. I'm sure Brett Angel and Dulazaire loved seeing that. Jaden Shadow like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, baby. Again, lining up Dylan Vincent for what is sure to be a second spear. There it is. But Perry White is down. The pin cannot be made. So Jaden Shadow decides to keep the onslaught on. The onslaught, I should say. Misses the elbow drop, though. Took one too many risks. And now Dylan Vincent with a DDT of his own. Simple but effective. But again, Vincent just stands there. What is he doing? He has got to make a tag. Wait a minute. Razor Blade out of the corner. Pulling the trigger. Drills a knee right into the side of Dylan Vincent. Oh, right into the side of Jaden Shadow's head, I should say. and it's going to be enough as Mr. Extreme wails on Joey Diaz. Dylan Vincent picks up the win for he and Extreme. All the respect in the world to Dylan Vincent for that match, because boy did he catch an ass whooping, still managed to come back and grab the win. Dylan Vincent and Mr. Extreme probably could have worked a little bit better together. I don't know exactly what Vincent's strategy is, not tagging an Extreme, but in the end, it worked out well. Dylan Vincent did not pin Joey Diaz, but he gets Diaz one-on-one next week, guys. Well, now we know that Mr. Extreme will be the man to challenge Nicholas Hemmerling for the Rising Star Championship. Oh my God, guys, wait a minute. I have got breaking news. Backstage, apparently, there's some sort of commotion going down. Momentary reports are saying that Hunter Blackburn is through waiting for Ken Donahue to give him a match one-on-one with Anthony Hunt, so he's searching for him himself. I'm being told that Hunter Blackburn is tearing apart the backstage area, searching for Anthony Hunt. But guys, Anthony Hunt is set for action up next. He's supposed to go one-on-one with Jay Money, with the winner heading on next week to fight Gary Reed to crown a new NGW champion. But apparently Blackburn has no more patience to spare. Blackburn is on the hunt for Anthony Hunt, and he's not going to rest until he finds him. We're trying to get cameras on the scene, guys, to catch exactly what's going down. And oh no, Hunter Blackburn has found Anthony Hunt. It's going down, guys. Anthony's not having it. Exchanging blows back and forth, but Hunt, what are you doing? You have an important match up next. And right into the locker room door. The wait is over. Oh no, grabbing a trash can right over the head of Anthony Hunt. Blackburn humbled Park Sung-ho at the top of our show tonight, and now he's done waiting and is looking to humble Anthony Hunt. A trio of gut-wrench suplexes hit with such ease. It's as if Hunter Blackburn is exerting no energy, absolutely mauling Anthony Hunt right now. Throws him back out into the hallway, and now like a ragdoll, Hunt is thrown into the supply crates. We need to get security down here ASAP. Nice escape by Anthony Hunt, though. Not gonna go down easy. Bubba Buster. The full Nelson slam, and especially down on the concrete backstage, you can see how nasty those floors look. Anthony Hunt, though, not going to go down easy. Not going to be taken for a ride. If he's going down swinging. But what does this mean for the matchup with Jay Money tonight? Is it going to happen? Is it going to have to be postponed? Anthony Hunt is a fool. He should have walked away. Why did he strike Hunter Blackburn? Hunt did exactly what Blackburn wanted him to do. Where is security? These two are beating the hell out of each other backstage. Elbow to the side of the head. No. A knee to the kidney. And then a slam down onto the concrete. Grabs Anthony Hunt by the head, taking him down the hallway. Just absolutely having his way with Anthony Hunt is the man beast. Unloading against these supply crates. When's it gonna end? Where is security? We have the worst security ever here in CMV. There's no way Anthony Hunt's going to be able to compete tonight, guys. No, choke bomb. Hunter Blackburn letting out an ear-piercing yell before plummeting Hunt down onto the floor. The cold, unforgiving concrete floor, but Hunt still somehow is standing, somehow isn't broken into a million tiny pieces. They are just wailing back and forth. No quit in either man's heart. Neckbreaker by Anthony. Could this be the opening he needs? If I were him right now, I'd get the hell out of there. I'd try to rest up as the best I can. There's an NGW championship shot on the line tonight for Anthony Hunt. Why is he letting this personal beef with Hunter Blackburn distract him from that? No, my God! Wasteland onto the supply crate. Anthony Hunt falls to the floor in a heap, but still Blackburn is not satiated as he looks to introduce Anthony Hunt to nature's end, but Anthony Hunt counters. Anthony Hunt's having none of it. He says, no way. Anthony Hunt now is the one to try to close in, but this supply crate is being used like a weapon to perfection, and now Anthony Hunt just whipped. If you question the strength of Hunter Blackburn, look at what he just did. Grabbed Anthony Hunt by the foot and threw him through the air. Anthony, spinebuster. Spinebuster by Hunt. And now looks to get the better of Blackburn. Looking for skull crack, but these two know each other well. Anthony Hunt countering nature's end. Hunter Blackburn just countered skull cracked. Somehow security still has not arrived on the scene to separate these two. I don't know what part of the backstage area they are in, but I know that was a gunslinger, and Anthony Hunt cannot keep taking damage like this. Oh my God, guys, come on. Another choke bomb. Hunter, it's enough already. Blackburn collapsing from exhaustion as Anthony Hunt lies motionless, his eyes closed. He is not conscious. Finally, security guys and the medical crew arrives on the scene, as this is the last thing we'll see here in NGW number 4. Anthony Hunt is out cold. Hunter Blackburn can't even move. And I'm receiving word, guys, that Anthony Hunt has been rushed to the medical area, still unconscious, still unresponsive, while Hunter Blackburn tweets out saying Hunt has been humbled. But what does this mean for the NGW Championship match next week? Because Anthony Hunt is in no condition to battle J Money. The show is over. Ken Donahue has a decision to make, guys, and that decision has been made. I have just received word from the GM, and he said due to the altercation between Hunter Blackburn and Anthony Hunt not being able to compete, I have no choice but to forfeit his match, and J Money advances to the finals, guys. So next week, it will be Gary Reed versus J Money, one-on-one to crown a new NGW champion. Anthony Hunt forced to forfeit. I'm not going to say it's a good call by Ken Donahue, but it's the call he felt he had to make. And Hunter Blackburn just effectively cost Anthony Hunt the NGW championship. But even more than that, will Anthony Hunt be able to compete ever again? Guys, he might have a broken back. Sometimes we do winter matches, Jeremy, where After the show's over, we'll go to exhibition, and whoever wins gets to choose the entire match. But I can't do that today, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Chrissy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I really didn't. I love you, Chrissy. But what a show, guys. And God, I gotta feel bad for Anthony Hunt. Hunter Blackburn got tired of waiting. He grew sick of Ken Donahue not giving him that match he wanted one-on-one with Anthony Hunt, and he knew that if Anthony Hunt won against Jay Money tonight, then he would have gone on to fight Gary Reed next week, and again, Hunter Blackburn would have to wait, so he said no more. Tracked Anthony Hunt down backstage, and still no word on Hunt's condition, guys, but now we know that next week's show, it's gonna... I can't help but feel so bad for Anthony Hunt, but next week's episode, guys, is going to be a big one. We've got Joey Diaz one-on-one with Dylan Vincent. We've got the debut of Eddie Larson going one-on-one with Stevie Wizard. We've got Mr. Extreme challenging Nicholas Hemmerling for the Rising Star title. And now we've got Gary Reed and Jay Money going one-on-one to crown the next NGW champion. So you're not going to want to miss that show, guys. Plus, what happens next between Hunter Blackburn, and will Anthony Hunt be able to compete ever again? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. But as always, if you like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure you check out our website, !join in the chat. Will give you a link. !CMV will let you know more about us if you're just interested in what we do here. !Twitter will give you a link to our Twitter, obviously. You can follow us for signings, updates, match cards, all that kind of good stuff. Discord will give you a link to our Discord, which you are more than welcome to register with. And that's where we usually chat, that and the site. So if you want to chat with us, you go to either one of those. And as always, we will finish with a quote from the one and only DJ Khaled. And what does he have to say today? He says, the key to success is to have a hammock, guys. So if you want to be successful, you have to go out and you have to buy yourself a hammock. There's no other way about it. Do you want money? Do you want a big house? Do you want all the ladies? Get yourself a hammock, or otherwise you're just going to be a poor bum for the rest of your night. Thank you for joining me, though, guys. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for Genesis. See ya.